In this class, let us solve some problems on osmotic pressure. Okay. The first problem is like this. Calculate the osmotic pressure in Pascal. First I read the problem. Calculate the osmotic pressure in Pascal exerted by a solution prepared by dissolving 1 gram of a polymer of molar mass 1,85,000 in 450 ml of water at 37 degree Celsius. Okay, it is the problem. Here you have to calculate the osmotic pressure pi in Pascal. The unit of pressure should be in Pascal, that means in SI system, mind it. Exerted by a solution prepared by dissolving 1 gram of a polymer. So you are given mass of solute. It is said to be 1 gram. Its molar mass is also given. Molar mass of solute given. It is 1,85,000 gram per mole, of course, and it is dissolved in 450 ml of solution. That is, volume of solution is 450 ml, and you are given the temperature T 37 degree Celsius. Okay, these are the data given. See, first recall your memory, that is equations to calculate osmotic pressure of given solution. See, one equation to calculate osmotic pressure is like this. Pi is equal to CRT. Pi is equal to CRT, where C is concentration, R solution constant or gas constant, T temperature, pi osmotic pressure. If concentration of solution given, of course in molarity, you can use this formula to calculate osmotic pressure. Here you are not given the concentration of the solution, but you are given mass, molar mass of solute and volume of solution. Now convert this C in another form, that is concentration, molar concentration is given by number of mole by volume in liter into RT. This is another expression to calculate molar osmotic pressure. Here N by V is nothing but molar concentration. N is number of mole, V volume of solution in liter. But you are not given number of mole of solute in the problem. You are given only the mass and molar mass. But you know that N is equal to mass by molar mass. That is W by M. Okay, let us take it as small m. W by M. Here W is mass of solute, M molar mass of solute, into RT by V, because W by M is nothing but N. See here in the problem, mass of solute given W, molar mass given, volume of solution in ml is given. You have to convert it into cubic meter. In SI system, volume is expressed in terms of cubic meter. R is not given, but one must know the value of R. Normally R value given. R value, see, you are asked to calculate pi osmotic pressure in Pascal. So you should take the value of R in SI system, that is in terms of joule per Kelvin per mole. Okay, it is 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. Okay, it is the value of R. One must know the value of R in terms of liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole, joule per Kelvin per mole, calories per Kelvin per mole, like that. R value, we know that one. T, temperature is given. Temperature must be in Kelvin. You are given temperature in Celsius, so have to convert that one into Kelvin. That is by adding 273. That means it is 310 Kelvin. Okay, volume of solution is given in ml. Okay, you have to convert volume which is in ml into cubic meter. We know that 1 ml is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6 cubic meter. Therefore, it should be 450 into 10 to the power of minus 6 cubic meter. Okay. Now, substitute these values in this expression. So, the expression used to calculate osmotic pressure is pi is equal to WRT by mV. V in cubic meter, that is. Okay. ನೋಡಿ, osmotic pressure calculate ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ different types of expressions ಇದೆ. ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ pi is equal to CRT ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗ pi is equal to nRT by V ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮಾಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ pi is equal to WRT by MV ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳಿರೋದು ಆಸ್ಮಾಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ನ ಪ್ಯಾಸ್ಕಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಪ್ಯಾಸ್ಕಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ನ ಇನ್ SI ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ SI ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸ್ಮಾಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಬೇರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅವುಗಳು SI ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಮಾಸ್ ಕೆ ಜಿನಲ್ಲಿರಬೇಕು, ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಕೆ ಜಿ ಪರ್ ಮೋಲಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಮಾಸ್ ಬೈ ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಕೆ ಜಿನಲ್ಲಿರಲಿ ಗ್ರಾಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿರಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆರ್ SI ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಜೌಲ್, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 8.314 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಕೆಲ್ವಿನಲ್ಲಿರಬೇಕು. ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಬೈ ಆ್ಯಡಿಂಗ್ 273. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ SI ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಯಾವುದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಕ್ ಮೀಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಎಮ್ ಎಲ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ CC ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರಲಿ. 1 cc is equal to 1 ml, which is equal to 10 to the power of minus 6 cubic meter ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಲೀಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಲೀಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ ನೀವು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಕ್ ಮೀಟರ್ಗೆ. 1 ಲೀಟರ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 10 to the power of minus 3 ಕ್ಯೂಬಿಕ್ ಮೀಟರ್. ಈ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ as per that, mass of solute 1 kg, molar mass 1,85,000, volume of solution is 450 into 10 to the power of minus 6 cubic meter, temperature 310, gas constant 8.314. Substitute all these values here, that is 1 into 8.314 into 310 whole over 1,85,000 into 450 into 10 to the power of minus 6. Simplify this one, you will get the value of osmotic pressure in Pascal. Okay, ಇದು one problem ಆಯಿತು. Okay, now let us move on to another problem. Okay, that is, of course, a simple 1. Calculate the osmotic pressure of a 10% solution of sucrose, that is mass by volume. Okay, 10% solution of sucrose of molar mass 342 in water at 300 Kelvin. Okay, calculate osmotic pressure of a 10% solution of sucrose of molar mass 342 in water at 300 Kelvin. Okay, here you are given 10% solution. ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದಾನೆ? 10% solution, that is mass by volume percentage. ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? in 100 ml solution 10 gram of solute, that is sucrose, is dissolved. 10% solution means 10 gram of solute dissolved in 100 ml of solution. So mass of solute here is 10 gram and volume of solution it is 100 ml. Okay, then molar mass of solute given, molar mass of solute, it is said to be 342. 342 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾನೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾನೆ? ಸಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಸುಕ್ರೋಸ್. ಕೆಲವು ಸಾರಿ ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೇ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಸುಕ್ರೋಸ್ದು, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ C12H22O11 ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟುಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್, ಆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅರೈಸ್ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, temperature is given. Temperature said to be 300 Kelvin. Okay, here deliberately value of R ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ R in terms of ಲೀಟರ್ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಪರ್ ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ್ ಪರ್ ಮೋಲ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಆರ್? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ 0.822 0.0822 or 23 you can. It is liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Okay, then what is the required equation or expression to calculate osmotic pressure? I think this one is the suitable one. Pi is equal to W by M V here RT. That is, W is 10, molar mass is said to be 342, R is 0.0822 into temperature 300 whole over volume of solution. Volume of solution should be in liter. Volume should be in liter, but it is given volume of solution in liter. You are given in ml. When you convert this one ml into liter, how do you convert ml into liter? You have to divide this one by 1000. So this is 0.1 liter. 100 ml solution is nothing but 0.1 liter. Simplify this one, you will get so much atmosphere. Okay, here the unit of osmotic pressure will be atmosphere. That is about the second problem. Next we shall see the next problem. Next problem is a solution containing 10 gram of a solute in 2 dm cube of its solution. 2 dm cube solution showed an osmotic pressure of 2.5 bar at 280 Kelvin. Calculate the molar mass of solute, and value of R is 0.0823 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Okay, here you have to calculate molar mass of the solute dissolved in the given solution. Molar mass calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. In the previous cases ಏನು calculate ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ? Osmotic pressure. ಈಗ molar mass calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಏನೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ? You just consider the data given. Solution containing 10 gram of a solute. That is, you are given mass of solute. It is 10 gram. Okay, and it is said to be dissolved in 2 dm cube of its solution. That means volume of solution is given, directly given. It is in dm cube. Dm cube is nothing but liter. Okay, 2 dm cube. Dm cube nothing but liter, or else you can consider this one as 2 liter. It exerts, or it shows, an osmotic pressure pi. Of course, this is V, this is W. Osmotic pressure of 2.5 bar. 2.5 bar at the temperature 280 Kelvin. Okay, and you have to calculate molar mass of solute, that is M, that one. Okay, once again you can use this formula, that is pi is equal to WRT by MV. Okay, or here you have to calculate the molar mass M, molar mass of solute M is equal to WRT by pi V, and you are given the value of R also. R value is said to be 0.0823, I think 0.0823 liter atmosphere or bar, atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Okay, substitute these values in this expression. M is equal to 10 into 0.0823 into 280 divided by pi is said to be 2.5 atmosphere into volume, it is 2. Simplify this one and express it in terms of gram per mole. Okay, it is another simple problem. Next we shall see another problem. In this you have to calculate the amount of solute required. Okay, the problem reads like this: how much urea of molar mass 60 should be dissolved in 100 ml of water, or 100 ml solution to yield 100 ml of water to yield a solution with an osmotic pressure 1.5 atmosphere at 310 Kelvin, given that R is 0.0823 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. See here, let me wipe off this. In this problem it is said how much mass of urea of molar mass 60 you are given molar mass of urea 60. You have to calculate the mass of urea to be dissolved. Okay, in 100 ml solution, 100 ml, it is nothing but 100 by 1000 because you have to convert ml into liter. ml ಏನಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಲೀಟರ್. ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ml ನ 1000 ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲೀಟರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಇದು 0.1 ಲೀಟರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಆಸ್ಮೋಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಎಷ್ಟು? 1.5 ಬಾರ್. ಓಕೆ, 1.5 atmosphere at 310 Kelvin. Okay, and here you are given the value of R, that is solution constant or gas constant. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ? 0.0823 ಲೀಟರ್ ಅಟ್ಮಾಸ್ಫಿಯರ್ ಪರ್ ಕೆಲ್ವಿನ್ ಪರ್ ಮೋಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಓಕೆ, again you have to use this expression, that is pi is equal to W by M into RT by V. Here you have to calculate W. Okay, therefore W is equal to pi mv by RT. Pi ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾನಪ್ಪ? 1.5 into M molar mass 60 into V 0.1 divided by R 0.0823 into T 310. Simplify this one and express in terms of gram. Okay, this is another problem. Next, now let us see another problem. This problem says calculate the osmotic pressure of a decimolar solution of urea at 27 degrees Celsius. See, here you have to calculate the osmotic pressure of a decimolar solution of urea at 27 degrees Celsius. See, you are given the concentration of urea solution. Decimolar, deci means 1 by 10. 1 by 10 is nothing but 0.1. Deci andre enappa? 1 by 10. 1 by 10 molar, that is 1 by 10 molar. It is 0.1 molar. Solution of urea at 27 degrees Celsius. Temperature is said to be 27 degrees Celsius. It should be in Kelvin. So it is 300 Kelvin. For this solution, you have to calculate pi. Okay. And R is 0.0823 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Deliberately you are not given this value of R. ನೀವೇ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿರಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಹಿಯರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಆಸ್ಮಾಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್. ಯು ಆರ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್, of course gas or solution constant. So what is the expression can use to calculate this one? CRT. So pi is equal to CRT. Concentration is 0.1, R is 0.0823 into temperature is 300 Kelvin. Simplify this one and express it in terms of atmosphere. Okay, ಇದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಪೈ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು CRT ಅಂತ ಹಾಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಮಾಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೈ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು W by M RT by V ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ. ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಏನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಪೈ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು CRT. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೋಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ಯೂಟ್ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಗಿವನ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗ ಯಾವ್ದು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? N/V is equal nRT by V, where N is number of mole, V volume in liter. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಈ ಥರ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. A solution containing 10 gram glycerine per dm cube. 10 gram glycerine per dm cube was found to be isotonic with 2% solution of glucose. So this problem is based on isotonic solutions. Okay, for isotonic solutions, you know C1 is equal to C2. Isotonic solutions are those pairs of solutions which exert same osmotic pressure or which have no flow when they are separated by means of semi-permeable membrane. Okay. Normally isotonic solutions have same molar concentrations if both the solutions are of non-volatile and non-electrolyte solutes. Okay. On the other hand, one solute is electrolyte, another one is non-electrolyte. In such case, you can't take C1 is equal to C2. Okay. But they exert same osmotic pressure. Here you are given solution containing 10 gram of glycerine. Okay, 10 gram of glycerine. Mass of glycerol is nothing but glycerine, is 10 gram. Okay, let us consider it is W1, mass of solute of one solution. Volume of solution is said to be 1 dm cube, that is V1, 1 dm cube or 1 liter. Dm cube is nothing but liter. Was found to be isotonic with 2% solution of glucose. Mass of ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ? 2% ಮಾಸ್ ಬೈ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಇದು, ಅಂದರೆ 2 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಡಿಸಾಲ್ವ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ 100 ml ಆಫ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? 2 ಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಲೆಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ W2. ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, here also volume of glycerol solution. ಓಕೆ, ಇದೆಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ? 2% ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 100 ml. 100 ml is nothing but 0.1 liter. Let it be V2. ಓಕೆ, ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ? ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ here you have to calculate molar mass of glucose. Let it be M2. You are given molar mass of glycerine. Molar mass of glycerine ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, that is molar mass of glycerol. It is said to be 92 gram per mole. ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಇದು ಒನ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಗ್ಲಿಸರಾಲ್, ಇದು another solution glucose. It is said these two solutions are in isotonic conditions. Okay. For isotonic solutions, pi 1 is equal to pi 2 or C1 is equal to C2. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕಿದು isotonic solutions. Okay. Now we can write this one. C1 is equal to C2 for isotonic solutions. We can write C1 is equal to C2. Here you are not given the concentrations, molar concentrations of solutions. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ? ಮಾಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಆಫ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ಯೂಟ್ದು ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸೆಲ್ಯೂಟ್ದು ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ನೋ ದಟ್ ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್, molar concentration is nothing but N1 by V1, number of mole by volume. For solution 1, molar concentration can be written as N1 by V1, which is equal to N2 by V2. What are N1 and N2? Number of moles. In fact, you are not given the number of moles, but you know the expression to calculate the number of moles. Yenide? But N, what is N? Number of mole, which is equal to mass by volume. Mass by, sorry, not volume, molar mass. Mass by molar mass. Then this expression can be written as W1 by M1 V1 is equal to W2 by M2 V2. Here I have taken number 2 for glucose, number 1 for glycerol. Okay. Here you have to calculate molar mass of glucose. That means M2. You have to calculate M2. ನೀವೇನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು? ಮೋಲಾರ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲಿಸರಾಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನಾ? ಎಸ್, 10. 10 by M1, molar mass of glycerol also given 92 into volume of glycerol solution ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾನೆ? 1 liter, which is equal to W2. What is W2? Mass of glucose. It is 2 gram divided by molar mass of glucose to be calculated into volume of glucose solution. ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾನೆ? ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಗ್ಲೂಕೋಸ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ 100 ml ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೀಟರ್. ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅದು? 0.1. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ M2 is equal to 2 into 92 by 10 into 0.1. It is 184. Okay, because 10 into 0.1 is nothing but 1. 2 into 92 by 1 is nothing but 2 into 92. It is 184 gram per mole. That is okay. Idu regarding isotonic solution. Now let us see another problem. Okay. Of course, which is also on isotonic conditions. 1.2% sodium chloride solution is isotonic with 7.2% solution of glucose of molar mass 180. Calculate the degree of dissociation of sodium chloride and Van 't Hoff factor of the solution, sodium chloride solution. It is interesting one and important one. Here you are given, excuse me, one isotonic solution, one pair of solutions, and considered an isotonic solution, of which one is sodium chloride solution. We know that sodium chloride is an electrolyte. Sodium chloride is an electrolyte. Another one is glucose, which is non-electrolyte. Okay. Here you are given two solutions. Solution 1 is sodium chloride, and it is said 1.2% solution. Okay. Another solution, that is solution 2, is glucose, which is 7.2%. Okay. And you are given molar mass of glucose. Molar mass of glucose is said to be 180 gram per mole. 180 gram per mole. And you had to calculate the degree of dissociation as well as Van 't Hoff factor. Sodium chloride. Degree of dissociation. Said to be alpha, and Van 't Hoff factor, that is I. These two things we have to calculate. Okay. See, it is given these two solutions are in isotonic conditions. These two solutions are in isotonic conditions. Okay. Here 1.2% sodium chloride solution means mass of NaCl, which is W1, is 1.2 gram. Okay. Molar mass, we don't know. NaCl, let it be M1. Let us calculate this one, since you are given only the molar mass of glucose. So let us calculate molar mass of sodium chloride. Then you are given volume of solution of sodium chloride, that is V1, 100 ml, which is nothing but 0.1 liter. This is 1 point. Okay. Similarly, for the solution 2, mass of glucose, let it be W2, which is 7.2 gram. Molar mass of glucose, it is given, that is M2, 180 gram per mole. Okay. And volume of solution of glucose, that is V2, 100 ml, which is 0.1 liter. Okay. We know that for isotonic solutions, C1 is equal to C2, or N1 by V1 is equal to N2 by V2. What are N1 and N2? Number of moles. Or you can write W1 by M1 V1 is equal to W2 by M2 V2. Okay. By using this expression, let us calculate the molar mass of sodium chloride, NaCl. Okay. That is M1 is equal to, come on, W1 M2 V2 by W2 V1. I think it is correct. Okay. Calculate molar mass of sodium chloride M1, which is equal to W1. W1 is 1.2 into M2, it is 180 into V2 0.1 by W2, it is 7.2 into 0.1. Okay, we can write this one as 12 into 180 by 72. Okay, 30. M1 is 30. What is M1? Molar mass of sodium chloride, that is observed, or you can say calculated. Okay, observed molar mass of sodium chloride is, that is M1, which is equal to 30 gram per mole. This is the observed molar mass. Actual molar mass of sodium chloride, that is one calculated from the formula of sodium chloride, is actually a different one. That is normal or actual molar mass of sodium chloride. It is atomic mass of sodium into 1 plus atomic mass of chlorine into 1, that is 23 into 1 plus 35.5 into 1, it is 58.5 gram per mole. Carefully observe these two molar masses. Well, one calculated molar mass is less than observed or normal molar mass, or experimentally determined molar mass is less than one calculated from theoretical aspect, that is 58.5. This indicates the solute is an electrolyte which dissociate in solution. Molar mass kadime adarige enagirutte dissociate agide anta. Molar mass, calculated molar mass is higher than the observed molar mass is higher than the one calculated from the formula, andre associate agirutte. Okay, now calculate the Van 't Hoff factor, that is I. Van 't Hoff factor I is normal molar mass by observed molar mass. You know this formula or this ratio. Okay, normal molar mass of sodium chloride is 58.5, observed one is 30. Okay, simplify this one, you will get 1.8 or so. Let me see the value, I know it. Okay, 1.95, it is 1.95, I think so. Okay, this is Van 't Hoff factor. Then you have to calculate the degree of dissociation alpha. Alpha is equal to I minus 1 by n minus 1. Here n is number of particles after dissociation. It is number of particles after dissociation. N is equal to number of particles after dissociation in solution. Okay, sodium chloride you know, NaCl. In solution it dissociates to give Na plus Cl. Initially one particle idre 0 0. After dissociation this will be 0, one sodium particle and one chloride particle. So initially 1 irutte total number of particles, after dissociation enagirutte idu 2 age. So n is equal to 2. Now it is I is 1.95 minus 1.00 by 2 minus 1. It is 0.95. Degree of dissociation is 0.95, or you can say it is 95%. Degree of dissociation is 95%. This is the one method to calculate Van 't Hoff factor and dissociation, degree of dissociation. Okay, let us see another problem. Of course, it's also based on Van 't Hoff factor. 0.1 molar solution of sodium chloride, of course, dissociate in solution to an extent of 80%. What would be its osmotic pressure at 300 Kelvin? Given that R is equal to 0.0823 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. Say problem, it's like this. 0.1 molar sodium chloride dissociate to an extent of 80%. What would be its osmotic pressure at 300 Kelvin? R value is 0.0823 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ, concentration of solution is given 0.1 molar. Okay, solution is made of sodium chloride. We know that sodium chloride is an electrolyte. Okay, so sodium chloride solution shows abnormal colligative properties. This actually sodium chloride shows higher osmotic pressure or lower molar mass, etc., than the expected one. 0.1 molar sodium chloride, it dissociates to an extent of 80%. That means you are given the dissociation constant alpha, this degree of dissociation alpha 80%. If there are 100 moles of sodium chloride, 80 moles dissociate. If there is only 1 mole, it is 0.8. Degree of dissociation is 0.8. Okay. What would be its osmotic pressure? Osmotic pressure of the solution ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದಾನೆ. At 300 Kelvin, temperature is 300 Kelvin. Okay, and you are given R. R is equal to 0.0823 liter atmosphere per Kelvin per mole. ಇದು ಓಕೆ. ಈಗ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಆಸ್ಮಾಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದಿದು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರೋಲೈಟ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. Solution of an electrolyte, say sodium chloride. For electrolytic solutions, of course, modified osmotic pressure expression is equal to pi is equal to ICRT. In terms of concentration, it is pi is equal to ICRT. What is I? Van 't Hoff factor. Or you can take this expression as okay, you are given concentration, so directly you can take this expression itself. Pi is equal to ICRT. You are supposed to calculate pi. Pi calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನೀವಿಲ್ಲಿ. To calculate pi ಏನು ಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ? I ಬೇಕು, Van 't Hoff factor. ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ, ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗಿವನ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್. ಸಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಆರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾನೆ, ಐ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಐ. ಓಕೆ, ಏನಿದೆ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್? ಯು ನೋ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್. We know that alpha is equal to I. Sodium chloride dissociate in solution. So, degree of dissociation is I minus 1 by N minus 1. Expression. What is N? Number of particles after dissociation. Sodium chloride on dissociation gives two particles, one sodium ion and another chloride ion. So, number of particles after dissociation is 2. Okay, alpha you are given ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ 0.8. 0.8 is 80%, ಅಂದರೆ 100 moles ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 80 ಇರುತ್ತೆ. 1 mole sodium chloride ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ 0.8 ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. 0.8 into I minus 1 by N is 2, 2 minus 1. So, it is I minus 1 is equal to 0.8. What about I? It is 1.8. Sikta I? That is want of factor. Now put that value of want of factor here. Pi is equal to 1.8 into concentration ಎಷ್ಟು ಅಂತನಪ್ಪ 0.1 molar or 0.0823 into temperature 300. So, simplify this one, you will get pi in terms of atmosphere. Okay. Now, I would like to stop at this stage. The next class, let me solve some more problems.